Hello students of class 11. Welcome to the online tutorial classes for Vidya Bhavan High Secondary School. This is the nutrition video and today I will continue with the protein and this video is part 2. Okay. In the previous video I have started with this classification of the protein. Today I will continue with it and today I will start with the based on chemical property. Based on chemical properties. Okay, so according to the chemical properties, the proteins are made up of some kinds, like depending on the chemical properties and the activities, the proteins can be classified into mono amino acid, monocarboxylic acid containing protein, monoamino decarboxylic acid containing protein, diamino monocarboxylic acid containing protein, like sulfur containing protein, this type of things. Like the chemical things, the chemical bonds which are present on it, according to their number and their presence, they are classified. Okay. The next is based on quality of the protein. Based on quality of proteins. Here, depending on the quality, these are kind of three types. What are they? Like is first class protein, like the second class protein, and the third class protein. The first class protein means which is very good for health, or when we consume it, it can easily assimilate in our body. We can get the proper protein amount and the best protein value from them. The quality is very good. Okay, the first class protein is mainly it contains the essential amino acids. Okay, essential amino acids. What are the essential amino acids? The amino acids which are very essential for our body, which can't produce in our body. We have only get it from the food supplements. They are called the essential amino acids. The first class protein is usually contain the essential amino acids. Okay, so that is why they are called first class. The second class protein, means it is deficient. It has the essential amino acid, but it is deficient. Like it has some essential and also have some unessential amino acid. What are the unessential amino acids? Which are already formed in our body. Our body can prepare itself inside our body. So these are the non-essential amino acids, but it doesn't mean that are not important for our body. Essential amino acids and non-essential amino acids both are very important for our body, but essential amino acids we can't produce in our body. That is why we have to get it from the other food source, but the non-essentials are already produced in our body, so that is why we don't have to get it from the other food source. And second class protein also have the essential amino acids, but in the deficient form. So that is why they are called the second class. The next is third class. Third class proteins means they don't have the essential amino acid. The essential amino acid is not present in the third class. Okay. So some examples of it: the first class like egg, meat, etc. The second class is soybean, pulses. And I want to tell you something that the soybean have already 40%, more of the 40% of the proteins. But still the protein's quality is not that much good. That means it doesn't contain the full amount of essential amino acids. That is why it is called a second class, as they have already a very high amount of the amino acids, very high amount of the protein, but still as it is not the essential, that is why it is called a second class. And the third class are which don't have the essential amino acids, like the gelatin, etc. Okay. So now the next classification is based on source. Based on source. It is a very easy classification. The proteins we can get it by many where like from some animal source, some from plant source. According to this classification has been done. The first is the animal source or animal proteins, and the second one is plant proteins. So the proteins that we can get from the animal source is called the animal proteins, and it is also contain the essential amino acid and a very good source of the proteins, which is very good for our health. Okay, these are obtained from the animal source. They are excellent quality proteins which contain all the essential amino acid, thus called the complete protein. So the animal protein is also called the complete protein. But that doesn't mean the plant proteins are not good, but the animal proteins are better. Okay, so here the examples are like meat, fish, egg. The biological value of the proteins are also very high. The egg biological value is near about 100. Okay, so biological value of the protein means that the protein which we are consuming, what the percentage of it can be assimilable, or we can get the proper part of it. That is called the biological value of the protein. I will discuss later. Okay, but the biological value of this animal proteins are very high, so these are very good for our health. Next is plant proteins. What are the plant proteins? The protein source that we can get from the plant source. Okay, like soybean, like pulses. Their nitrogen content is not very high and the biological value is low. So according to the biological value, BV, biological value, they can be classified, or biological, according to the biological value, we can tell that if the protein is good or bad. It's not about good or bad, it is better and not that much of better. The better protein or the best protein or a complete protein, we can tell that is the animal proteins. And the plant proteins are not that much good because the biological value is low and the nitrogen content is also low. So that is why it is it also not contain all the essential amino acids. So the plant protein is also good, but not good like the animal proteins. Okay, so what are the examples of it? Like I already told you, many of the pulses, soybeans, these are the examples of it. Okay, so in this classification we have read this 4 types. Like first, on the basic of the chemical nature, where the simple proteins, conjugated proteins and derived proteins were there. Next, we described it according to the base of the chemical properties, where according to the bonds, the chemical bonds it have, they are described, like the carboxylic acid contain, the amino acid contain, like amine contain, this contain, and they are classified according to it. The third is based on the quality of the protein. That means the first class, second class and third class protein. According to the essential amino acid constituent on it, they are classified. And the fourth is based on the source, where the animal source and the plant source are there. Some are biological value is very high. The nitrogen content is very high in the animal source, and in the plant source the biological value is not that much of high and nitrogen content is also low. So after that we will start the amino acids in the next video. Till then, thank you.